Free Society, as National Hajj Commission reaffirms commitment to synergize with stakeholders for successful Hajj and Umrah operations. And Nigerian Navy rescue 2 stranded immigrants. These and more on Panorama today. I am Olajide Bello. Thanks for joining us. Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari is expected to present a wish list of Nigeria in the presence of the world leaders attending the G7 summit in Munich, Germany. Although Nigeria is not a member of the group, but his participation is believed to be a clear indication of all international community's willingness to cooperate with the new government of Nigeria. President Buhari and Barack Obama of the United States were among the early leaders to arrive at the venue.
You have to go to the host. I'm sorry. Hello. Very glad to see you. So nice to see you. Congratulations. Becky, very glad to see you. Looking forward to hosting you. Monsieur le Président.
Merci encore. President Buhari, who is among other 7 invited guests, is expected from any moment to hold a key side meeting with some of the 7 heads of state. Nigerians have once again been urged to assist the present administration in building a corruption-free society from the overall development of the country. This came to the fore at a symposium with the theme A New Dawn in Nigeria, Practical Steps to Eliminate Corruption, organized by the National Association of CDOGs in Abuja. The report.
The burden of corruption on all spheres of Nigeria's national life are glaring and damaging. Thus, the urgent need for all citizens to collaborate with the government in tackling this scourge was unanimously advocated by participants at the symposium. The guest speaker, Paul Erokoro, a senior advocate of Nigeria, emphasized the necessity for a paradigm shift from theoretical to practical ways of eradicating corrupt practices and its elements in the country.
That's a very good step. The president declare assets in public. That's fine. 2, move against obvious cases of corruption. Like they've shown you now, all these estates that are lying in Abuja, so many huge estates that no tenants are in. Find out how much tax everybody is paying.
Then there are many cases, as far as I'm concerned, going back to 1986, which I think the government should deal with. Because if you do not deal with that, you give the impression that you can always get away with it.
We will be the first to take the lead. We are calling on Nigerians, let us expose corruption anywhere we find them, by whistleblowing, by whatever means.
But how prepared are the law enforcement agencies in ensuring that the desired results are achieved?
Nigeria Police Force has the capacity, the competence to deal with any corrupt case.
We are engaging with all Nigerians, every sector of the Nigerian society across the board to advance ways, advance measures, advance practical solutions of fighting and dealing with corruption.
The 63-year-old association is a non-political organization that seeks to cater for the downtrodden in the society. Chukunonso.
The Grand Patron and former National Deputy Secretary of Hope Democratic Party, Etal Cotton, is alleging financial impropriety by the party's presidential candidate in the 2015 general elections, Albert Owaru. He made the allegation at a media briefing in Abuja. Our correspondent has the report.
Mr. Okon claims that the presidential candidate, who is also the party's national chairman, made away with funds raised by the party during the polls. He further stated that the party, which is currently re-strategizing on how to secure power in the next general elections, cannot afford to condone any act that tarnishes the image of the party.
We went to Port Harcourt. I signed my own signature. I collected 14 million. All along, I have been trying to actually build up my information. That is why I do not want to actually come up as early as that. But now, that's why I say enough is enough for Uhuru. Because I have actually gotten every information at my fingertip. Because they say information is power. And then with the press, the 1 billion that is there, at least maybe the press can blow the trumpet so that that money could be released.
However, Abat Owulu, on his way out of Abuja, said in a telephone conversation that Mr. Okon does not have the competence to make such allegations since he's not a member of the party, and that, moreover, the party does not have the kind of money he's talking about. Chukunon Summo, NTA News.
Edo State Governor Adams Oshiomhole says his administration is committed to plowing available resources into projects that will enhance the socio-economic lives of the people. He said this while on an inspection tour of an ongoing road reconstruction at 2nd East Secular. Udaobong Achibong tells us more.
Governor Oshiomhole, who was accompanied by his wife Ira and some government officials, took a walk along the road to observe work in progress. Intermittently, the governor stopped by to interact with the people of the area. Governor Oshiomhole said the dilapidated structures he observed when he moves around the state places a burden on him to have them fixed. He expressed happiness at the level of work on the 2nd East Secular Road.
There's only one way to excite the people to do what appeals to their imagination and what something that affects them positively. When you look at the last time I was here and now, you see that they've already started asphalting, and I'm pleased with what I have seen.
On why he took his wife along with him on the inspection, the governor said it was in fulfillment of his promise to the people when last he visited, who were eager to see her and to also get her familiarized herself with the city and its people. Some of the people were full of praises to the governor for rehabilitating the road.
At the time, we told the people of Edo State that they should be patient, that the coming governor will visit 2nd, and 2nd will be put to rest. Today, they are seeing the progress. They are all happy.
The road project is expected to be completed soon. In Benin, Urakobong Achibong, NTA News.
2 expatriates have been rescued in a boat by the Nigerian Navy on the Forkedo Sea. Elizabeth Owotwoma reports that 2 illegal bunkers and a barge were also intercepted.
The flag officer commanded Central Naval Command, Yenegua, Rear Admiral Stanley Ogiegbe, who explained how the victims were arrested, said that during their patrols, the immigrants who are Portuguese missed their way along the Amami oil field. Shortly after the arrest of the immigrants, the officer said some illegal bunkers were also nabbed, including an MV shopping badge on a separate account. The Navy officer added that the badge is currently under the custody of the Nigerian Army 3 Battalion Warri, while the alleged bunkers will be handed over to the Civil Defense Corps and the stranded immigrants to the Immigration Service.
We remain committed to combing our creeks and waterways and ensuring that criminalities reduce to the barest minimum, and warning maritime criminals to stay off the area of responsibility of Central Naval Command.
Rear Admiral Giegbe therefore promised the command's commitment to ensure that the territorial waterways is protected. From Warri, Elizabeth Owotwoma, NTA News.
The issue of cultism leading to the death of over 6 people in Edo State has been brought under control, while about 39 cultists are helping the police in investigations. Edo State Police Commissioner Mr. Sam Adegbuyi made this known in an exclusive interview with Beauty Ehobamieng.
The police commissioner said he assumed duty in the state in the heat of the elections, which he noted were successfully conducted. Mr. Adegbuyi explained that under the supervision of the Inspector General of Police, Solomon Arase, the challenge of cultism was curbed with the arrest of over 39 suspects, while kidnapping and armed robbery have been reduced to their barest. He said the command also recorded breakthrough by nabbing robbery suspects in neighboring states, while assorted weapons as well as ammunition recovered.
And we will now relent in our efforts in making Edo State safe for good citizens of this country and residents of Edo State Command.
Mr. Adegbuyi, however, lamented the failure of peaceful information that will help curb crime to the police.
I'm appealing to community leaders and members of the vigilante in all the local government, the rural areas, to be more vigilant so that we can get all these hoodlums apprehended.
Mr. Adegbuyi assumed office in the state on the 12th of February. In Benin, Beauty Orobanye, NTA News.
You're watching News Panorama on the network service of the NTA. More reports after this timeout. Stay with us.
The struggle for independence had been a long and tough one. Our founding fathers and compatriots sacrificed their comfort and even shed their blood. We cannot at this point in history afford to spirit away their sacrifices for immediate but temporary gains of today. Let us emphasize what unites and not what divides us. Working for the unity of purpose with a stronger vision for a better tomorrow. NTA, growing with the nation.
Together, no matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together. Let's stop fighting each other. Let us live as one. It doesn't matter where you come from, your tribe or religion, man, woman or child. It doesn't matter who you are. Put Nigeria first. No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
How can we develop when we're always in crisis? Families have become refugees in their country. No matter our differences, show some understanding.
No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
Nigeria, the only country we can train with remarkable potentials to excel. Let us believe in ourselves and change our attitude for the sake of our country and generations unborn. Let us revive our cultural values, which are our essence as a nation. Let us renew the spirit of patriotism and hope in our dear country. Do not take or give bribe. Be punctual always. No more African time. We can't expect to be global citizens and operate on African time. Join the queue. Insist that people are attended to on a first-come basis, no matter who they are or where they come from.
Nigeria, good people, great nation.
Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, this is News Panorama on the network service of the NTA. The National Hajj Commission has reaffirmed its commitment to work in synergy with all relevant stakeholders to ensure successful Hajj and Umrah operations in 2015 and years ahead. The chairman of the commission, Abdullahi Muhammad Mukhtar, stated this when he received the leadership of the Association of Hajj and Umrah Operators of Nigeria. Aliu Kabir has the details.
For about a decade, Hajj and Umrah operations have been witnessing marked improvement, especially in terms of preparations and the general operations. This perhaps has significantly improved bilateral relationship between Nigeria and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, which brought about the enhancement in the general welfare of pilgrims, ranging from the acquisition of befitting accommodation of the Nigerian pilgrims, feeding arrangement, transportation and healthcare service delivery. The desire for the improvement in the provision of consular, spiritual as well as welfare of pilgrims and other matters was the reason for the visit by the Association of Hajj and Umrah Operators.
People are no longer stranded when going for Hajj. We now have better accommodation, better facilities. Even those outside, they appreciate that now. Perhaps we are talking of period now of consolidation. That is why we are here.
Represented by the Commissioner Operations of the Hajj Commission, the chairman commended the association for identifying themselves with the commission. He urged them to expedite action in educating the pilgrims to know their rights, duties and obligations during the Hajj and Umrah operations.
I would like to seize this opportunity to appeal to you, the leaders of AHUN, to continue to support the leadership and cause of the board of NACOL.
The commission assured Nigerians of a hitch-free Hajj and Umrah operations. In Abuja, Aliyu Kabir, NTA News.
There are indications that the farming communities of Chibok will overcome their prolonged trauma and apathy and engage in farming activities this farming season for improved self-sufficiency and food security. This is sequel to the intervention of two non-governmental organizations, Center for Caring Empowerment and Peace Initiative, and a US-based anti-human trafficking organization, Tiny Hands. The WHO distributed farm inputs to the parents of the over 200 missing Chibok girls. Correspondent Abubakar Haman reports.
Since the abduction of about 300 Chibok girls, these two organizations have constantly committed to assisting the parents of the missing girls. Presenting the farming inputs, the Executive Director, Center for Caring, Empowerment and Peace Initiative, Dr. Rebecca Samuel Dali, said the Director of the Tiny Hands, Mr. John Andrews, who was in Chibok April this year, was touched by the conditions of the parents of the missing girls and resolved to partner with her organization to assist them. She urged the beneficiaries of the inputs to use them judiciously and expressed optimism in the commitment of President Buhari to get back their words alive, describing him as an upright leader fully committed to the daunting challenges of Nigeria.
And we know Buhari, he will do it for us by the grace of God.
The chairman of the parents of the missing girls, Yakubu Inkeki, commended the two organizations for their goodwill and sympathetic motivation, describing their outreach gestures as exemplary.
This is not the first time they have been rendering help to us, in kind and in cash.
Farming inputs donated include fertilizer, improved maize seeds, herbicides, as well as cooking materials and cash. In Yola, Abubakar Hamman, NTA News.
Now, due to poor growth and malnutrition experienced in young children, a social welfare network initiative in conjunction with World Health Organization (WHO) have organized a free deworming and vitamin A supplement distribution to the children. Chidima Umer reports that the exercise was mainly for children between the ages of 6 to 56 months.
According to the coordinator of the program, the deworming exercise was aimed at reducing the incidence of vitamin A deficiencies and malnutrition in children. He, however, said that the exercise is a way of contributing to Millennium Development Goal and to help promote good healthcare system in children.
The idea is to, one, contribute to the Millennium Development Goal, of course, stroke the Sustainable Development Goals. Then two, to reduce vitamin A deficiencies.
The vitamin A is for good eyesight and for strong body. Then the albendazole, which is the warm tablets, is just for deworming.
The deworming exercise, which was organized by a non-governmental organization, Social Welfare Network Initiative, in conjunction with World Health Organization, took place at St. Mary's Catholic Church, Odabo, Holy Spirit Parish, Omaba, St. Charles Borromeo Parish, Onitsha, and Sacred Heart Church, Odabo, Onitsha.
It's a very wonderful one, and the parents and the children are very, very happy.
I'm well pleased because, you know, this is something that comes once in a while, and maybe we are not opportunity because of what? Awareness.
This kind of thing will help the poor.
The deworming exercise aimed at promoting healthcare in children comes once in every 6 months. In Onitsha, Chidima Ume, NTA News.
The ancient town of Otukpo, Benue State, stood still this Sunday as Nigerians from all walks of life converged on the community for a Thanksgiving service in honor of the President of the 7th Senate, Senator David Mark. National Assembly correspondent Adamu Sambo reports that the Senator Mark, re-elected for the 5th term to represent Benue South Senatorial District, has an uninterrupted 8 years tenure as Senate President.
The Thanksgiving service, which took place at St. Augustine Catholic Church, Otukpo, attracted eminent Nigerians, including the political class, traditional rulers, and the clergy. Speaker after speaker, including former House of Representatives Speaker Emeka Ihedioha, Senators Abdul Ningi and Chris Anyau, as well as Governor Samuel Otom of Benue State, eulogized Senator David Mark for providing quality leadership in the Senate and setting standard that will remain a reference point needed to navigate the political landscape of the nation. In an emotion-laden voice, Senator David Mark expressed appreciation to God and Nigerians for the opportunity to serve and promised to remain committed to the promotion of peace, unity, and prosperity of the nation.
We cannot thank God enough for all that He has done for us. God knows me very well, and yet He's made me so great. I think I cannot thank Him enough.
In his homily, Bishop William Avenya canvassed for reconciliation of all sections of Nigeria and tasked the citizens to cooperate with the Buhari administration towards building a strong and virile democracy that will engender development. Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
Still on the House of Representatives, the female House of Representatives-elect are calling for more enlightenment on the passage of the Gender and Equal Opportunities Bill by the House of Representatives. This, according to some legislators who served in various committees that understudy the bills, is to educate citizens, especially women, to enable them to be conversant with their rights. Correspondent Alio Tukur reports.
The Gender and Equal Opportunities Bill is for an act to incorporate and enforce certain provisions of the United Nations Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, the Protocol of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights on the Rights of Women in Africa. The passage of the bill by the House of Representatives is a step forward towards ensuring that the country comply with its national, regional and international commitments to promote gender equality, as well as its responsibility to protect the dignity of its citizens.
In the case of employment, credit or other economic sphere, in the public or private, a minimum of 35% of all offices, facilities, positions, or appointments is reserved for women.
For me, it's exciting that our young girls don't need to go get abortion, even when they are married, because they need to get a job.
The bill consists of 42 clauses, which are divided into 3 parts, recommends that the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory shall have original jurisdiction to look into applications arising from any breach of the provisions of the bill. In Abuja, Aliu Tukur, NTA News.
Now to sports. Nigeria's Flying Eagles qualify for second round of FIFA Under-20 World Cup as Stan Wawrinka wins 2015 Roland Garros. Amazi Marcus has the report.
Nigeria's Flying Eagles on Sunday of all group matches on Sunday. All the second round qualifiers have been paired as Monday and Tuesday are rest days. On Wednesday, 2 of Africa's representatives will unfortunately play each other, with Ghana and Mali deciding their match in Wellington. In other matches, it's against Hungary, USA with Colombia and Ukraine at home to play Senegal. On Thursday, the remaining 4 rounds of 16 matches will be played in Whangarei, Christchurch, Hamilton and New Plymouth. The 7th edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup got underway on Saturday in Edmonton, Canada, with 2 goals in 2 matches of